Hey guys, today we are back with a new type of video for you. This is a roundup of all of the most popular animations for the month. So if you want to get inspired for your next design or just check out what's on trend these days, you should definitely keep on watching. These are some of the most incredible designs, and if you would like to check any of them out, they're all listed down below for you with the links. As you're watching, definitely comment down below what your favorite design is. We really would love to hear from you. And also make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you found any of the designs cool, and subscribe so that you don't miss another video. I hope that you will find this really helpful in designing for your next project. To start us off this week, we have this beautifully sleek landing page for a nutritional supplement. The animations are fast-paced here, and they accentuate the minimal design, and they really take you on a bit of a journey throughout the page. I also like those cool tones and how the background gray color has a slightly blue tint, which ironically kind of, I think, warms it up a little bit. Next up, we have this beautiful landing page that uses these very creative animations, starting from the text, whose font is actually just empty space, which allows the full screen video to shine through. The rest of the site has these awesome interactive elements like the multivitamin portion, which gives a lot of motion and a lot of interest to the site. Just a quick note, guys, if you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to subscribe because we've got a lot of cool content coming out soon. Here is a cool carousel presentation for a design company to showcase some of their work. This reminds me of a magazine with a colorful twist, and I love the subtle curve of the page as each work is flipped across. Okay, I am completely obsessed with this logo. It's not really a logo animation, but more of a presentation of different implementations. The logo mark is shaped subtly like a fish, and then it swipes through a few shades of blue in the background, which reminds us of the ocean, and then we get totally surprised with this beautiful aquarium view of marine life to really put this logo into context. Next up, here's a really cool app concept that allows you to use this interactive diagram of the moon to work through a lunar calendar, and it gives you a fortune as well. The animation is really cool, and the 3D model is also very detailed. This is an interesting AI design for better skin. This is a pure minimalist design with very bare bones elements, basically just black text on a white background with this subtle animated diamond in the middle. The design looks very sophisticated, very sleek, and has actually a bit of a sci-fi energy to it. I like this logo animation that gives us a really quick visual as to what the company actually does, which looks like funneling users through a system and then getting coins in return. The animation is cute and simple and smooth overall. Here's a cute e-gift card. The animation opens into a card and a present just like you'd get in the mail, and is directed through using buttons until you receive your gift card, which then you can simply add to your Apple Wallet. It's cute and it's simple, and the design I think is very classic. Here is a showreel animation for a sales management app. The showreel zooms in and out of all of the major design elements, and then it gives us a view of everything all at once. The design is very crisp and uses square and straight lines and plenty of white space to allow the buttons to come through. This is a really cool design for measuring the noise around in decibels. There's a simple record button that will measure the volume of the recording, and the design is just really sleek and simple, and it uses this wonderful little animation to give feedback to the users of what the app is doing. Up next, here is a great stock market app with a dark black and green animation, and it shows a flow for an investment account. The animations here are really subtle, they're clean, and they just kind of wake up the design a little bit. Something totally different up next. This is a design for an augmented reality editing app. It allows users to edit video, and this clip shows the editing flow. The app is flashy, it uses many clips of people dressed in colorful clothing, but other than that, the actual UX is really simple, using a system of cards to easily organize everything visually. Sometimes less is more, and I think this is a nice example of that. This illustration barely moves, but I think it's all it needs. I can imagine this being used as an illustration among others in a landing page, and the really subtle motion will just make this come alive without distracting from the main content of the site. Up next, this app is sleek, it's fast-paced, and it brings us through the process to buy a stock easily and efficiently. Just a really nice and clean design. Here is a light and simple food delivery app. I actually really like the light blue colors here. I think it's a little bit more subdued than most apps of this type. We first get the app with a simple logo animation that transitions into the full landing page. And then that logo goes up to the top right of the page. The spacing and the visual hierarchy is really nice here, and overall it looks like a very usable and functional app. Here is this amazing retro-inspired music store website. It makes its flat design with this really wacky font in a really large size. This flat design really allows the pops of color to come through, as well as highlights the actual products that are being sold. Overall, this is a wonderfully creative and interesting app. This is a really cool and comprehensive mobile video sharing app that allows you to do some quick editing on the fly. The layout here is really interesting. There's a lot going on, and we get this really bold text moving through the background to add an extra layer of dynamic movement to the showreel. This yoga and meditation app uses peaceful colors and rounded shapes to give a calm feeling throughout. This is paralleled by the gentle animations that bring the application to life while staying within the mood of the app. Okay, is this not the most absolutely satisfying animation for a coffee app? The animation follows each step of the coffee making journey, and I just love how the small particles of the coffee bean slowly explode outwards. It's so simple, but so visually stunning. It's truly some masterful animation right there. Next up, this super cute plant app has these layered floating card animations with updates and reminders to keep their plants in good working order. Next up, this cool real estate website is all about feeling futuristic. It has these robot-looking humans in the front who are lit up with a neon blue that complements the color of the background. I also like how the futuristic look is mimicked with the font as well. This is definitely one of my top animations of the week, which feels really fresh. With this yellow and orange color palette, kind of 70s inspired, the animations are big and bold here, and there is plenty of white space to allow for them to shine. I also love that funky font and how it is overlapped by the main illustrations. This next website is both graphic and editorial. The site is a marketplace centered on Black Friday, so the bold and dark color palette really makes sense here. The animation begins with a countdown to the sale, and there are these really fashionable photos and videos throughout to keep us wondering what is coming in this year's Black Friday. This dashboard is super clean and is organized in a way that displays a lot of information at a glance. Notice the minimal use of color with most things in black and white with a few pops of blue. There are also just a few instances of red as well for urgent notifications, but the overwhelming majority of this is white space so that your brain can process all of that information really quickly. Next up, this is a really sleek crypto exchange app that uses this nice globe animation in the background, as well as the subtle transitions between each screen. The onboarding is really quick and clear, and you can see everything you need in the first dashboard page. It's just a well-designed app. So here's a first on the series, a website dedicated just to diving. The site is simple with a strong header font, and what really stands out is the beautiful video of marine life that you can flip through and turn on and off with just a click of the button. Here we have this really cool and dynamic online learning website, and I like that they include an actual clip of someone who's teaching so that you really can see what the program looks like in real time. This is a therapy and counseling app that has just such a functional design and a very engaging presentation as well. I like how the example actually walks us through every step of a live call and part of a sample session so that you can really envision yourself within the platform. That's it for this week, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know in the comments below what your favorite design was. We would love to hear from you. Make sure to click that notification button and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. We post every single Monday. That's it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.